to another edition of Foxy Music, the only show on the internet that knows it's metal gas from its elbow. Hey, you got
always helps.
Okay, for Mad Foxes, I'm Johnny.
I'm Paul.
I'm Nigel.
And we have a special guest with us, Mr. AlexSmith.
Oh,
Woo! I squirted for you. That's nice.
Yeah, all over me. Thanks.
I'm truly flattered.
Next time we can squirt on you.
Is this going on Pornhub?
It's going on Tinder. So we'll get last week's business. We'll do the minutes first. So we'll get last week's business out of the way. Paul, Ryan had you listen to.
Bitch Queens, kill your friends. Well, I've not killed my friends yet. But
yes. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Exactly. I thought I felt all Christmassy. Yeah, they're different. I didn't get a
different
chance
to what you normally like, or different, you know, like
different to what
underground
I
alternative.
normally go for. Quite shouty, fairly generic to an extent, but quite heavy generic. So, yeah, interesting. I might give them another listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, was it Paul Ryan, as in the major Republican in America?
No, just
Ryan Bradley.
Ryan
We
Bradley.
will get you. We will.
Yeah, and so middle of the road.
Yeah. Middle of the road.
You.
I'll probably give it another listen. Worth a second chance, I think.
Okay. Alex, obviously you didn't listen to it. You had no reason to. But have you heard of
What were
the
they called
Bitch
again?
Queens?
The Bitch Queens.
Bitch Queens.
Mean anything to you since you're here?
Love them.
No idea, everyone.
Sorry. One that passed me by.
Okay, so I had Turbo Negro.
Okay.
That mean anything to you?
Yes.
Yes. Would that be? I'm guessing that may be a kind of, because of my connection to you, that may be a sort of Wild Hearts.
Yeah,
may have led
definitely,
you down the
yeah.
Turbo Negro path.
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in the day.
Yeah. There's also the Euro pop side to them as well.
Yeah. Same here. I was aware of them. Well, pretty well aware of them. I've been in bands that have covered them.
I think I might have heard the name.
So yeah, it's good time, heavily distorted rock and roll, really. There's nothing wrong with it now. I get it. I understand it. There's a place for it, and I enjoyed it. I was like, "Ooh, I'm 14 again," kind of for 3.5 minutes or whatever. So yeah,
Just so
it
you
was
know,
fine.
John, we've only got one spare battery.
Nigel, you had.
I have no idea what they're called.
You had the Hit Priest.
I had the Hit Priest. That's right.
Clearly, they've had
And
an effect.
I do. The song might have been Sha Na Na Na. So I'm proud of myself because I listened to 2 whole minutes
Wow.
before I decided that I'd done my homework for the week.
That's fine.
So that's good. The positive is, I think if I saw them live, I could last 10 minutes before I walked out.
Walked out.
Yeah, I'd definitely walk
Not
out.
just zoned out,
No,
actually physically
I'd
walked
definitely
out.
physically walk out. But I reckon I'd last 10 minutes, which for me is alright.
Yeah, which is not bad, which is quite impressive.
So,
that is quite. The Hit Priest will be. I mean, they'll know now because everybody who doesn't watch this show, so they'll know now. But that is quite a high recommendation. In all fairness,
Do you think they might be called the hip priests because they get your hips moving to like walk out of the show every few minutes?
Could be.
well then. So moving on. Quick history lesson. Mr. AlexSmith, for those who don't know, has been a shark, a fox, a rabbit,
Yeah.
And at least 4 other things since the last time we spoke. Yeah, he was a mad fox for a while. We never got out live.
Minutes.
But he was here, and it was great, and we're friends ever since. In fact, if we go way back, Alex was actually the person who put me onto Lawrence, Lol Shango now, which gave us his first solid live incarnation that could get us somewhat noticed.
I told you to be able really to. Good.
Which led us to be able to attract to Nigel, and led to me and Paul wanting to stay together, and that's where we are now. So, roots, man.
Yeah.
So what?
We owe you so much.
so what have you been listening to this week? What's the kind of what's on your? What are you shuffling to?
This week I'll be mostly listening to. Right, this week I've had a couple of like really long trips to Slough where it's been one of those weeks where you get like a playlist and it's just 90s radio rock, which is really embarrassing. But like Chumbawamba Tub Thumping, like just keep it on repeat. Like,
sipping the night away.
Yeah, it's like halfway down the M1 going, I drink a whiskey, drink a vodka. But yeah,
it's probably best not doing that while you're driving.
No, the cops frown on that sort of thing, apparently. But yeah, but I also like, I still like me. I can't help it. I still like sort of all sorts of random like underground stuff as well, as you'll find out.
Okay, as of they look at that seamless segue.
Yeah.
Professional into so keeping the theme we have every week, I believe Alex has some homework for us. Cool. So if you want to start with Nigel.
Okay. For you, I wanted to come up with an album that has like just really interesting sort of textures to it, and just really interesting songcraft.
And he's working out what to give him.
It's really easy when you're doing this sort of stuff to go like really Barry Norman and be like, but yeah, like you should totally have that theme tune on. But yeah,
and that's your homework.
No, my favourite album from last year was Teens of Denial by Car Seat Headrest.
Ah,
okay.
We were called Car Seat Headrest because it was originally one guy who recorded about like a dozen albums in the space of 4 years or something, put them all up online, and he recorded everything from the back seat of his car, looking at the headrest.
Right.
But he's such a varied songwriter. What you like about them is that they have amazing pop hooks, but buried under about 4 minutes of like experimental stuff with all sorts of crazy instrumentation. But he's got this really weird vocal delivery as well that sounds like at the same time he can't be arsed, but he's really put a lot of work into the lyrics.
Okay.
So
I look forward to that.
Probably got next week.
Like
It's rubbish.
anything over 2 minutes,
Yeah.
you're calling it a win. But sounds like you might be onto something. So for Paul.
So for Paul, I wanted to. This is.
If it's Iron Maiden, I already know it.
Well, I assume that this is going to be like your Mother's Day episode. So I thought it was important to put in.
We all
like,
fetch your mum's in next week.
Yeah. Someone's mum has to pick on it. Say Cliff Richard, Celine Dion, bit of ABBA. No,
no, that's definitely my
Yeah.
ABBA. It was all ABBA. Yeah.
So I thought that I would have to find at least one like female voice to put in the recommendations.
Okay. Good.
And for you, this is they're a fairly they're a band that brought out the first album last year, and they're playing the Desert Fest in London in a few months. But
Desert Fest,
so good and really unique. But they are like they're basically a doom band. But if you can, they've got a similar sort of unique selling point that someone like Skindred has, in that like Skindred are like a metal band with like just a really unique singer. So this is a band called Vodoon. It's spelled Vodun, and they've got an album called Possessed. And they say that their music is very West African tribal stuff, but it's doom. It's really, really good doom.
West African tribal doom metal.
So just like riff heavy stuff.
I'm looking forward to that.
And we've got a singer called Chantal who sounds just like Aretha Franklin. It's just amazing.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to this.
And last standing everywhere's least.
So for you, this is obviously difficult because I know that we have such common ground music-wise, but so I wanted to pick something that was a bit weird and freaky. But
if I had a penny every time a girl said that.
Yeah. Have you heard much by Ween?
Ween, not as much as they're a band I always keep meaning to. They're on the to-do list.
It's a good excuse then, because it's a good coincidence as well that Devin Townsend, who you recommended to Paul a couple of weeks ago, he just covered a Ween song on his album last year, Transdermal Celebration, which is brilliant. But Ween have, it depends which song titles you like the most. Do you like Help Me Scrape the Mucus Off My Brain? Or do you like Spinal Meningitis Got Me Down? Just the song titles are superb, but probably their best gateway album is The Mollusk, because it's if you can get past track 1, you know what you're going to be in for, really. But there's a dab of industrial rock in there. There's a song called The Blarney Stone where
everybody gets on the back.
Pretty much. So they have they're very big on like vocal effects. Yeah. So like their voices never sound the same song to song, even though it's two blokes. It's Dean Ween and Gene Ween, and Dean Ween's a really, really good experimental guitarist as well. So a lot of good stuff for you.
It's going to be an interesting week. I think. And
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and as usual, we'll do this all again, and we'll find out what happened sometime next week.
He'll not be here, so we'll be able to say whatever we want about it.
That was shite. Happy Mother's Day anyway.
Yeah.
All mums out there who love Mad Foxes.
because what mum doesn't?
One or two.
That's what we're cornering the market, you know.
Yeah.
We're going for the mum demographic. Yeah. we're cornering that because the gays have been taken, and you know, there's very little left. We can really, but who focuses on the mum? We're mum rock. There's dad rock. Paul Weller, and there's the dad rock thing. We're going to be mum rock. We're the world's first alternative mum rock band. Yeah.
But it's more like
you heard it first, kids.
It sounds like the bad guy that never quite got into Thundercats.
Mum rock.
It's more the case though that you're hoping that the mums come to you rather than.
Yeah, because they can't resist our musk.
Oh, I swear.
So on that note, and as the sun sets slowly in the west, we'll bid you a fond farewell. Till next week. Mad Foxes, I'm Johnny.
Paul. I'm Nigel.
And our special guest has been AlexSmith.
Simon 8 Garfunkel.
Simon 8 Garfunkel.
You were a lot slimmer before that.